So, Twiggy, absolutely amazing. You are so full of life and you're so cute. As I love when we're getting those beautiful candid shots of you because you have these beautiful smile. You're also named after a very amazing model. So, what actually brought you into modeling?
Ooh, I took my first cruise to the Bahamas for my 21st birthday, and something was just ignited in me. Or like just being on that cruise, and I was wearing different wigs, and like people's reaction who saw me and were just like, oh my God. And I was like, oh my God. So when I got back, I was just like, we just need to do it. We just need to try it. And I did. And 6 years later, I'm still building my portfolio. I'm still meeting new photographers, new models. And I love where this is going.
That is awesome. So do you see yourself pursuing modeling full time, or do you see it more as like a side adventure?
So when I first started, it was full time. I am a mom now. My son is 4.
Congratulations.
So right now it's really when I have the time or when it makes sense. Like I don't do as much free shoots as I used to, but every now and then I do like to network, work with new models, and collaborate and create a vision board and just have fun, like Miss Brandy said.
See, I absolutely love that. And I love hearing about women who can still do what they want to do as they embrace many facets of their life. As you said, you've been in the game for 6 years, which is amazing. And I would have never guessed because your face is flawless. But as you've continued on, what do you feel like there have been more good than bad, or has there been a struggle for you as you've continued modeling for 6 years?
I mean, there's times where it's a bit slow or like, just waiting for the next project, but I always use that time to gather inspiration or to further expand my mood board for the next shoot. Like I'm always planning for the next shoot. I have met a couple of perverts, people with ill intentions, but I rise above it every time. And I just stick to the goals, stick to the overall picture of what I'm trying to create. And I never lose sight of creation. Like nobody's ever gonna take that from me.
I love that. Okay, today when you were modeling, we did put you, mainly me, I'm sorry, in advance. And for the past, not in advance, because I already did it, for putting you into positions that are a little bit, that were uncomfortable. And I'm sorry about that, but you looked amazing. But dealing with issues like that, I am happy that you speak up and say, hey, this is uncomfortable for me, let's change it. That voice that you were able to use to express yourself, was that always there, or did that have to grow with you as you modeled?
It got louder over the years, but I'm not shy. I don't know how to be shy. If I don't like it, that's what it is. I don't like it. And if I don't like it, 9 times out of 10, the photographer. If we can't see eye to eye, then, you know what I'm saying? So I always just try to, let's find a neutral ground where we both can get the shot we're looking for.
I love that. That shows like a lot of versatility, and I think that's amazing. And it was absolutely wonderful to have you today. I want to say thank you again. Again, we're putting up your socials. Is there anything you want to say before we cut the tape?
You can find me on all platforms at Sincerely Twiggy, and I do follow back. So tune in, stay tuned, and thanks for having me.
All right, thank you so much. Bye. Bee, it is so wonderful to have you. We loved shooting you today.
Hi, it's really wonderful meeting you today and working with this amazing, incredible team.
That is so awesome. You've been absolutely lovely, and we've loved seeing you pose. You are a great poser. Do you know what guided you to that?
It's really just watching other people be really natural in front of the camera. That's something I think I kind of struggle with. So learning to just kind of let go and forget the camera is there. It also really, really helps when you have an amazing photographer like Marlyn, because then it takes a lot of the pressure off and you just have a lot of fun. So watching people have fun in front of the camera kind of got me out of my head and helped me look natural in poses.
Yeah, you do look very
Thank
natural.
you.
Very natural, super natural, because it looks really good. So modeling, do you do it full time, and how do you like it?
Well, I love doing it. I do not do it full time. I am a digital ad strategist or digital marketing strategist, working specifically with Facebook, Google ads. But with modeling, I love working with creative people, meeting new people. Like I met Cecilia today, and Twiggy and Cameron. So that was wonderful. And that's really why I got into it. You meet all of these creative people. You just have so much fun doing it too and trying on cute clothes. And it's just really become a big part of my life now.
See, I love that. That's awesome. Because I know it can be kind of like stressful doing something creative while also having a day job. But you seem to have found a balance. So as you're continuing your journey, do you feel yourself that you're going to ramp up in modeling? Or are you going to, just keep it as something that's like a nice way, a gateway to meeting more people?
I think the latter, keep it as a gateway to meeting people. Also, whenever it stops becoming fun, I kind of take a step back and I think about why I'm doing it. Because really I'm doing it to have fun, and I try to rebalance my life, anything that's going on. It's a fun little distraction, but sometimes it can get kind of intense if you have shoot after shoot. So I really do take a step back and remember why I'm doing it, and I just do it to have fun mainly.
That's awesome. And I like to see where people's lives cross over. Do you find yourself like being able to envision your body as you're posing a little bit better due to the fact that you see ads so many times?
That's a really great question. I don't think I'm able to really see myself from third person like that well, but it definitely helps when there's mirrors nearby. And you kind of, after you do it, you kind of get safe poses that you know will work for you and your angles. Mm-hmm. But most of the time I really don't know what I'm doing, and I just kind of have fun with it.
That's awesome. And we're going to keep it short because again, we are on studio time, but I love having you here. I love being able to be a part of the shoot, and you've been absolutely wonderful.
Thank you for having me.
Bye. Well, we have finished episode 2. We are now done with the shoot. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling really great. I feel accomplished. It was a great shoot.
That's awesome. It was absolutely beautiful. The pieces were really great. Do you ever feel intimidated when you have to show pieces, like show a product?
Sometimes, yes. Trying to capture what the artist, designers, trying to showcase the products. So sometimes it can be a little intimidating, but once we get into the flow of things, it just becomes the flow.
I love that. I love to hear it. I really like this shoot. I really like what we did with this shoot and a lot of the posing. When you're hitting these poses, and I don't know if people can really see it, we do have a background that we're working with, especially with models because they are very tall and long. Do you struggle with keeping them in frame on these backgrounds, or how comfortable are you with that?
I'm pretty comfortable because I'm kind of level since of my height, so it helps out. I suppose if I was really tall, I would have to kind of be mindful that I have to be bending all the time, but since I'm torso kind of height, it works out pretty well. But sometimes when we try to do different poses, different angles, I use an apple box to give myself a little bit more of a height.
I love that. So you do see your height as an advantage when it comes to shoots like this?
Yeah, definitely, because you could always get taller by adding things,
Yes.
And I feel like being short is a lot harder when you have to bend at a constant. So yeah, definitely.
I love this. So, well, this has been awesome. We're going to keep this interview short because we are on studio time. But
shout out to Cameron for being a great designer and bringing me in as a photographer. Appreciate it. We worked together. It's our second time. Oh, also a special thanks to the models for doing a great job today.
Woo!
it's always great to have like, you know, models who know their moves and know their bodies, and makes the shoot even more easier.
Yeah, and we are going to link to their socials, whichever socials they want us to link to. Check it in the description. And that's episode 2 of Artist in Process. Thank you, Marlyn.
Thank you guys for having me.
Bye.